People may know this, people may not, but I used to be a doctor. I worked at a medical center called Kaiser Permanente. Kaiser Permanente, what a dumb name, you know what I mean? It's like Spanish for a German with a perm, I'm not sure. So I worked at Kaiser for 7 years, and then somewhere along the line I said, F it, I'll be naked and famous in a movie. And that is what makes America great, all right? The first movie I ever did was Knocked Up. I don't know if you saw it with Seth Rogen, Judd Apatow movie, where I played the fake doctor to Katherine Heigl's fake baby and delivered it out of her fake vajayjay, that kind of thing. It was my first movie ever. I was still working at Kaiser. I was still a doctor when I filmed that movie. I took out a vacation week and shot that, all right? True story. And everybody who was anybody in comedy was in that movie. It was Seth Rogen, Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann, Craig Robinson, Bill Hader, Kristen Wiig, Jay Baruchel, Jonah Hill, Jason. It's like the Avengers of comedy. Most amazing moment in my comedy life. And Judd Apatow said to me after my last scene, "You are my discovery, and I'm going to put you in all of my movies." And he did. I would not be here if it wasn't for Judd. So shout out to him. Yeah. And then the next day I had to work at Kaiser. You know what I mean? That's where I came up with the chow jizz toss, Kaiser. I was so checked out at that point. I did not want to be a doctor anymore. I know it was time to go pro, but I was so depressed. I didn't know how. I didn't know if I had the guts to do it. The next day after Knocked Up, I was like, patients were waiting for hours to see me. I was like in a trance, and my nurse was like, Dr. Jeong, you have a patient in room 2 waiting to see you. I just did a movie, Carol. You don't get it, man. So I ended up quitting my job, and everyone supported me except my strict, traditional Korean father. Oh, that severely bumped. He always wanted me to be a doctor ever since I was born, before I was born. So when I quit, he was mad. He was like, "Oh, you bring great shame to Jeong family." And then after the Hangover, we are so proud. Proud of your tiny ding-dong. As I say in Korean, the smaller the penis, the bigger the box office. And yes, for those wondering at home, yes, it was real. It was cold in Vegas, all right? It was cold. I'm a grower, not a shower. I have 2 kids. It works, all right? It's how the pencil writes, bitch, all right? Okay, mine can write in cursive. And go, oh my God, calligraphy. I tell you, when you get Hangover famous, Asian parents, they don't know how to deal with that shit, all right? My dad went from father to freeloader just like that. When I was a kid, it was like, you better get me good grades. And then after the Hangover, you better get me S-Class Mercedes. Because E-Class is for farmers. Okay, Papa, okay, whatever you want. But I would not be here if it wasn't for the Hangover. Mr. Chow is the best character I've ever played. It's the most hilarious character. It gave me a career.